Hello, hi. We are back in my lovely room again. We are in a different part. I am currently on my bed. You can't see it because obviously, but I'm no longer next to the door right there. I have transferred here. And that's mainly because I have guests, my family, a few of them are over, and it's currently 3 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday, and I have work in the morning. But that's the best thing about working from home is that you don't have to worry about sleeping on time or ever. So I'm currently recording this video at 3 in the morning because I honestly, it's the phones. I swear, it's the phones. I was on my phone. You don't need to hear all this. It doesn't matter. I was on my phone for like 4 hours right when I came back from somewhere, and I was just like, guys, listen. But today we're gonna talk about my sleep schedule, just because honestly I don't know why, but I can't tell if it's getting worse or it's getting better. This might be like a mini rant because if we're being honest, I have a whole other video I was supposed to film because Vlogmas ended because I wanted 12 days, but congrats to me, whatever. And I'm like, I have to film this video and I have the clips and everything. So you will get that video whenever you get it, right? Because I'm already doing this. I'm doing this video. But I'm just like, oh my god, it is 3 in the morning and I'm not sleeping. And it's been like this for a long time. So let's just get into it, okay? Cool. So I'm 24. So I'm not in any way, shape, or form. I'm not at that age to be having sleep problems, right? And I don't have problems sleeping. Let's get it straightforward. There's no medical diagnosis being diagnosed. This is not TikTok. We don't self-diagnose on this app, hopefully. But I don't have it. I don't have insomnia. I don't have whatever else there is. I don't know insomnia. But essentially, ever since I was honestly, since I ever knew, I slept late every day. And it wasn't like I had trouble sleeping. I always just had a phone. So yes, it's the phones, but when I was younger, I got a phone when I reached high school. I was the only one of my siblings to have a phone because I was considered the most responsible. Hey, get hurt somewhere. But ever since I had that phone, I don't go on it often. I didn't even have social media as a kid. Literally, the only social media I have was Snapchat because all my friends were on it. And then they switched to Kik, and I just didn't want to touch Kik, and then Kik got deleted. So I was like, okay, well, come back to Snapchat. But Snapchat wasn't what it was in 2015, 2016. It was literally just your friends, and they were just on there, and anyone who posted a public story, they got to be on the following. Now everyone and their mama is on there, and if you have a big following from TikTok or YouTube, you're on there, and it's just it was a personal app that got too big, but that's not what we're talking about today. Anyway, in high school, my sleeping was never an issue. Never an issue. I don't remember what time I used to sleep, but I would sleep around 10 p.m. and then wake up at 6:30 in the morning to get to school at 8. It sounded reasonable, right? It sounded like what I should be doing my entire life because that is literally a working hour. You go to school at 8 o'clock, you're leaving at 4:15. That is pretty much a working hour in high school, right? So I essentially just never had any real sleeping problems because I was sleeping at a regular time. Because I didn't have anything going on. I had a phone. I didn't really care about social media. I didn't really play video games. I played video games at school, and I did because with the clubs. I went home around 7, if we're being honest. It wasn't even 4. But I never truly had a reason to stay up. I didn't really watch TV that late. My parents wouldn't let me, so that was, maybe we have some vices we need to work on. But literally that happened, right? And then college gets a little wilder, right? No parents around, freedom, you got your phone full time, you're out a lot. I would say college was still tame, for the most part. When it was last week, So that Monday to Thursday, or that Monday to Friday if you really had it bad, it was literally you go to bed at 11:30 if you really don't want to go to bed, or you're on your phone searching Twitter. You go to bed at 12:30, but you must sleep because you have class at 8:30 or 12 p.m., which you're sleeping in, right? And that was literally like better than high school, because you are having a better sleep schedule because you get to sleep in longer and have shorter days, because 3 classes per day is like an hour and a half, and you have like literally like 4-hour breaks in between. So I was napping, I was getting plenty of sleep. So whatever sleep I wasn't getting in high school, because school in high school was harder than college in some regards, I would say college gave me the most sleep I've ever received since I was probably a child or born. I don't know, either way, right? But when the weekends came, I didn't sleep until like 4 p.m. I went out all the time. It was like, you don't go to bed, well, not 4 p.m., 4 a.m. in the morning, right? Because you didn't have anything to do the next day, unless you were working, which I had to senior year. But if I wasn't working, I was literally out partying, or I was on my phone, or I was watching TV all day. And then you go to bed and you wake up midday, do it again until Monday. Unless you didn't have school Monday, then you just do it again until Tuesday, right? So I'm not really sure when I started having the craziest sleep schedule, like known to man, and not have the like symptoms of being insomniac. I don't know what the word is. But basically, for context for anyone who is new or whatever, I graduated from college in 2023 May, and it is almost 2025, so realistically it's still 2024 or whatever. And my sleep schedule, in my honest opinion, has probably gotten worse, but I don't feel worse for it. Maybe because I'm young, maybe because I'm not 30. I'm 24, so I don't have like the feelings of like aches and pains and, you know, sleeplessness, or like, I don't know, whatever you would have as, you know, whatever you have as a 30-year-old. I feel like they're just the epitome of like old age, even though they're not really old. So if I'm 30 and I'm still having a YouTube channel, please do not remind me. But no, like I'm so serious. Like, let me tell you the symptoms I was having. Like, in the last few days, right? I've been in my job for like a year, right? And when this job started, I was going to bed at like 12:30 in the morning, which I know, kind of crazy. And I used to have to go in the office because we were new hires. So the idea was you go in the office and then just like get to know the place. You know, no one else was going in the office. So I would wake up at 6:30, get to the office at literally 8 o'clock. So basically, full circle, back to high school hours. And then I'll come back at like 4 o'clock, be tired, take a nap, do whatever I need to do the entire day, and then just start over, right? And it was pretty fine. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I graduated college, life got easier. I don't know like what was going on during the time, but my college was pretty stressful. So I guess I am reaping the benefit of that, and that's really good for me because not everyone gets to, so that's really nice. But just having that occur for like the first 6 to 7 months, and then 2024 rolls around, and now I'm like, okay, well now I'm like, my routine is set, I have what I need to have, let me just do what I need to do, and then just like extend it into the night. So if I can't like work out or meal prep or the day before, or I can't do it within a certain hour of the night, I'll just push it to like 1 o'clock in the morning, maybe 2 o'clock if I know I'm not going to the office and I can stay home. Like, I don't have to be on my computer until 8 o'clock in the morning. So what is the big deal, right? And that was literally my mindset for months, literally months. And obviously, I've been fine. I've never been late to the office. If anyone ever needed me or I had meetings, I was never late. I was looking at the clock. If it was at 10 a.m. a meeting, 9:59, I'm staring down the barrel of a Microsoft Teams, waiting for that minute to pass, and I'm clicking join, and I'm one of the first persons there on time, because, you know, there's those few people who come 2 minutes earlier, and I just can't be bothered. I don't want to be here longer than usual, so I will be here On time, but not early. None of that 5 minutes early is time. No, 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 no. But anyway, I literally think it started in the summertime after my work trip to Ireland. While it was great and fun and lovely, the time difference kind of messed me up a little bit, and me sleeping and waking up felt like I was sleeping less and waking up more, which makes no sense. So I'm pretty sure in that episode I did of like what I did, I was like, I don't feel jet lag. But I think I've been so conditioned in myself, I conditioned myself to just literally wake up at an early hour, like 6:30, and then go to bed at an even earlier hour, like 12:30 or 1:30, and only have like, honestly, 6 to 7 hours of sleep, which is what the doctor ordered, right? Like, I'm used to being like, I need only 6 hours. So if I wake up at 6:30, we're sleeping at 12:30. And that's not even on REM sleep. That's just me wanting to do anything but sleep. And I don't know why that is. And let me tell you, it has only gotten worse again, right? So after the whole trip, I'm back here. It is summertime. It's hot. I have an AC, but goodness gracious, when it's hot, you want to be out. So I'm going out. All the time I'm going out at night. I can't deal with the heat, much less a hot sun, and that sun does not go off. So I need to be out at night. And the issue about that is that when I'm out at night, I don't come back at a reasonable hour, and I'm safe. Clearly, I wouldn't keep doing it if something happened, right? But when I come back, I'm like, great, this is a lovely time. And obviously, I was vlogging here and there. It was like weekly, so it was never like I was forcing myself to go out for a video. I just wanted to do it for the love of the game. And I did. And it was great, but even if it was on the weekend or that one day per week I would do it on during the week, I would just come back, see the time, say 11 p.m., and then go about the rest of the things I didn't do before I went out. And I'll go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning and I wake up at like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock because I was at home, and I'll be fine. And I just wouldn't understand the problem that I was occurring for myself. And even now, I don't see a problem, but I only know that it is going to be an issue when I get older. Because even my friends see it, and I just can't be bothered to tell them that this could be a potential bad thing. And for reference, my friends sleep at a more reasonable hour, especially on the weekends. They sleep at like literally 10 or 11 on the weekends, while I'm sleeping until the sun rises, which around Chicago is like 6:30 a.m. And I'm watching the sun rise while I'm about to go to sleep. And it's pretty bad. And you might think, oh, well, can't you just, you have this problem, you think you're gonna get, like, can't you just sleep? And let me tell you, I'm literally recording a video at 3 a.m. because I'm supposed to have done cooking. I'm supposed to have been filming a different video right now. I'm supposed to be talking about me going to a comedy club for the first time. And instead, I came back at like 11:30 and I've been on my phone for 4 hours. Not on social media, surprisingly. I was playing a video game. So yes, unfortunately, I'm one of those people. And it's now 3:30 and I have work tomorrow on a Tuesday. And I just know I'm gonna wake up on time but have such little sleep. So no, this is not a cry for help or take melatonin. I know the things people take. I don't have trouble sleeping. I'm just really appalled at myself for how weird my sleep schedule is. And if you just need a TLDR of what my sleep schedule looks like, I can literally go to bed on a weekend at 6:30 in the morning and then wake up at 10 a.m. because my body's circadian clock is like, the sun is out, you are up. And I'm like, no thank you. I go back to sleep, wake up at 12 because it's the weekend, and then school, or I guess work, right, would occur, and I will go to bed at like, if I'm lucky, 1:30. If I'm not, 2:30. And then I wake up, because I have an alarm, because, we do those around here. And I wake up at like, honestly, 9 o'clock, because the holidays, which is a whole nother reason that I don't go to bed on time. And then I just stay up and I'm like tired half the time, or all the time, if you're being honest. I don't drink coffee. I barely drink tea. You know, it's cold and I have a mug, several mugs actually. And I just eat 2 meals a day. Actually, I have a lot of bad vices. Let me keep going. But then I just nap after work for 2 hours. And I tell myself, oh, I napped for 2 hours. Now it's time for me to go right back into sleeping at 3 a.m. because the nap for 2 hours supplemented my sleep for the following day and not the sleep I didn't get the previous day. And as a previous engineer major with a bachelor's in mechanical engineering, I should know, even though I never took biology anywhere but high school, I don't need to have less sleep. I need more. So no, this is not a cry for help. This is just me personally forcing myself to come to the realization that as much as I pride myself on being great after 4 hours and doing whatever I want after 4 hours and being like, I can do work, I can go out, I can do whatever I want because at the end of the day, my money, my problem. I need to change that because I don't have an issue. The biggest issue now is I'm tired. As you can see, I'm recording and I don't feel any more tired to sleep than I did 3 hours ago. And that's a problem. And I could actively stay up till 6:30, sleep for 2 hours, wake up at 9, clock into work, do what I have to do, be dead exhausted by 4 o'clock, nap for 2 hours, be fine, do it over again, and then Christmas comes and I'm sleeping in. Why am I doing that? I don't even work on the weekends. I have no reason. My days are not busy enough with work or hobbies or cooking. It can be. I can easily get 20 hobbies, fill it up, and then say, guys, I can't sleep because I'm doing too much on my plate. But the truth is, I'm not. So the only reason why I even picked up this camera was to talk about something else. But that something else isn't happening. So in reality, I'm here to say, I just don't sleep well. And that's okay for now. But I think as the 2025 year rolls in, because I don't know if I want to do it now, because honestly, it's the holidays and I just don't see myself being like, before Christmas, I'm gonna sleep at 12:30. I don't think that's how, like, my mind is already telling me to stay up till 5 today. I can't force it to say 12:30, but I know I can do it by January because there are no holidays. There's only Valentine's Day and I'm single. So really there is no holiday. So I just think by like the 1st of January, and I know I say I don't do these, like, I don't do goals late because I'm telling myself to do it now. But because I already know sleep is one of those vices that I never had a bad experience in, I can sleep for 2 hours and be fine. That doesn't make it a good thing. It just means I am ruining myself for when I get older and I have to deal with that. And I just don't want to have to think about it because I'm like, but that's like in 6 years. And it's like 6 years can fly by. By the time I'm 30, I'm going to have broken bones because I can't sleep because I didn't sleep well in my 20s. And then I'm going to have a video about, oh, guys, I regret not sleeping in my 20s. And it's like, girl, why didn't you just sleep? So I think for January 2025, because honestly, let me keep my vibes. That way I can kiss a sweet goodnight and get to bed. That way I can get my sleep schedule back on track. And that's honestly the honest truth. And I know you guys are like, why do we need to know It's because I just realized that this is a problem. And I know it's been a problem for a while, but I thought it was kind of cool. So that is honestly what my mindset is. As it turns to 3:30 right now, I am just realizing I honestly can't keep going like this. And as great as it is, or as hip as it is to be like, I can sleep for 2 hours and be fine, I mean, it will always be in my back pocket, but I don't need to show it off. Who am I comparing myself to? The high schoolers? Yeah, I get it. We don't sleep. Doesn't make it healthy. So all this to say, my new goal, on top of reading, which I have not started, but please do not get me started about that, I will try and sleep more and sleep on time. Honestly, 12:30 should be my max awakeness. And then waking up should be whenever I need to wake up. Because you never know. 6:30, 7:30, it depends on what I'm doing and when the people need me. But I need to start sleeping on time. Otherwise, it's going to bite me in the ass and I don't want to pay for a doctor visit. So that's all I have to say tonight. I need to get a bed. Welcome to my new setup. It's just my bed, but there's the door, and I'm just here. And you listen to Population Me, where I talk about my life. Just a diary, things I watch back on. Hopefully, you guys understand sleeping problems, because I don't have insomnia, but honestly, if you thought I did, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, maybe it's just the phone, maybe it's just me not wanting to sleep. I love the night, so that could be another reason. When it's sunny outside, I honestly don't know why I wake up. Not as an emo thing, I just love the nighttime. Okay, I'm gonna stop. This might be a cry for help. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I will be recording the real video, but I hope you guys enjoyed this little honest video about myself. I don't know, but talk to you again and see you next time. Bye.